You know, I really forgot how OP fishing is in this game. The amount of just enchanted fishing rods and bows I've gotten just from it, not even a couple hours of fishing is ridiculous. I would say just within the first 10 to 15 minutes of, fishing, I was able to get this fishing rod right here, which, I mean, I don't, like, there's nothing else that you can get to make it better. And on top of that, I've also gotten 2 other fishing rods that have mending, but I've caught all of these. Also another Luck of the Sea, and a couple unbreaking. Some bows as well, and all these books have all come from fishing. Like, why do anything else? Now, fishing isn't the only thing I've been doing. Quiet, Jeff. I've done a couple terrain things in the area, like switching out the stone path in this area with the dirt. I'm not sure if I like this kind of clutter of slabs. I'm going to try to see what I can do to kind of change that. But it goes up to here. I've also created a bridge to cross that little river connection that I want to make with the waterfall. I left this as stone. I just haven't made the final decision if I'm going to switch it to dirt as well. But as you can see, I've kind of completed this little area. Ooh. I was able to connect it all the way down from that corner over there all the way up to here, as well as doing the opposite side. Obviously, I gotta continue this all the way over there. But I started right here and worked it all the way over to pretty much about right here. Still gotta complete it. I'm waiting to kind of do these last 2 bits until I can actually work on the mountain and the waterfall itself. So that's why I haven't completed this. I really liked how this bridge turned out. It's basically just at an angle of 2 blocks. So it's not too difficult. The hardest part was just trying to get from this side to that side looking, normal. But I really liked how it turned out. Here's what the bridge looks like, kind of from the water view. It's just a simple bridge. I didn't want to make it too complicated, especially being at that kind of angle. Made it a little bit more difficult to build. But like I said, nothing special. But here's kind of what it looks like from afar. I think it goes in really well with the environment. And then obviously continuing the path from the bridge, we're going to continue it alongside the river and eventually to this area over here, this giant mountain. I have some really cool ideas in my head that don't want to share with right now. This area, I was, terraforming it, making it seem like a smoother uphill to the mountain. I kind of want to make some flower fields, mainly starting with this these rose bushes. I just think adding color on the base of the mountain and just having it be kind of something that you can look at as you're walking by from whatever direction you're coming from to the house or from the house to there. For this episode, my plan is to kind of work on the backside of this house. I kind of want to make a barn slash kind of bakery for bread, because I want a whole section back here to be kind of like a wheat field. It'd be really cool, if in this area I have like an automatic wheat farm, and then I can have it auto craft into bread. Just just something to kind of have in the area, because I do plan on having a pathway maybe split here going that direction and then going back towards the river. So it'd be kind of like an area where you can stop by. For building materials, I kind of want to keep it the same as the house. I don't think I'm gonna be starting with a stone base like this and then going up to layers. I kind of want to make it just 1 floor building. I don't want it to be too large, just because it's kind of like a stop and pick up type of place. Now that the framework is done, I still need to do some small details as well as do the interior of the building. Here's the build, pretty much finished. There's a couple things I still need to add. I probably need to add a little bit more foliage around the building, as well as getting the dirt area all situated. As you can see, I added a section to the building. While doing the interior, I realized I needed more room. So I extended it and I basically just made this area the kitchen with storage as well as an access to the outside to where they can just sell to people that are kind of like pick up and go. Now the inside, I decided to make it kind of like a restaurant theme. You have areas where you can sit at a table. There's a cozy fire. This is just kind of like where you order, and I need to add, basically the menu is just gonna have a cake, a bread, and a cookie. There's a couple things that I can add to kind of make the build feel more complete. I'm probably gonna add some like foliage up here with some glowberries, as well as some more displays of cakes or some more storage spots. And kind of the last add-on is just adding the stairwell up to the attic up there. I don't know if I'm gonna do that out here or make some type of ladder or stairway within the building. The attic's pretty much just gonna be more storage space, but if I do find a way how to do an automatic wheat farm, I will put that up there instead. So I'm gonna take a quick pause on the building itself, and I'm going to now work on the back portion, which is gonna be the wheat field. And I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick. I love how wheat fields just look when they're fully grown. The color's just so unique in this game. I'm happy with how this turned out. I originally wasn't feeling the cobblestone wall with the bush wall, but after kind of opening up this section instead of closing it off, it looked a lot better to me. And I really like how the kind of arch came out. We'll go down and get a better look. So that's what that looks like. I also added a fallen tree into this area. Actually not fallen tree, kind of an area where, you know, the tree's getting chopped down. Since I had some logs there, I figured, well, why not make a section where we're making more logs? So that's kind of what this area is. I think I'm going to add probably another tree where that workbench is, but we'll see. Also, Jeff has new friends. Don't hit me, Jeff. So I also did end up swapping out the stone path here and just turn it to the dirt. I like it better than what it was originally. But here is the building. Pretty much complete now. Like I said, I liked how the arch turned out. I'm not sure if I want to keep it all cobblestone like this, or if I want to add maybe some stone brick variant into it. We'll see in the future. And then obviously where the kind of bushes are, I do have some light underneath. So this is what I came up with for the stairwell up to the attic. I tried another design, kind of like the stairwell in the house over there, but it just looked too out of place, I guess. There's too much going on. So I decided to kind of use these scaffolding blocks and obviously these trapdoors, and I like it. I think it turned out pretty well. Now the inside of the attic isn't obviously complete. I got this little guy. I wanted to get him oxidized, but I don't know how that works really. Because I want to use him as a statue. But obviously this area needs some more storage, and I wasn't really able to find a good automatic wheat farm through my research. So I didn't put it, obviously I didn't make one up there, but I'm going to try to keep looking and see if I can make one somehow. Because I do not want to auto-collect and plant this field every single time. Now I do need some help with some suggestions kind of in this area right here. The last thing I'm going to be doing for this video is I'm going to be building a horse's stable right here. Not going to be too complex, it's just going to be something real simple. But I do need some help. You know, should I just make this the entire dirt path? Should I put maybe a tree or like a stump here? I don't know. I really don't know what to put there. So if you have any suggestions, you know, feel free to comment. But lastly, I'm going to be making that horse stable. So I will get to that right now. My horse finally has somewhere safe to stay. You finally put him in an enclosed environment. Yeah, I like that. I'm not sure how I feel about the walls. I'm probably just going to swap the tough bricks out for the normal stone bricks. But overall, I liked how the building turned out. And with the completion of the stable, that concludes today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys next time.